Well, hello. How y'all doing today? Hope everybody's doing good. And here in just a few minutes, I'm gonna start opening up. I've got a booster bundle here. I'm gonna open it up, and we'll see what I pull. Hopefully, it's some good pulls. Hopefully, as they say, hopefully the old YouTube well, maybe not YouTube, more or less, I guess it would be more of a completely totally went blank. I apologize, guys. I've had a rough few days. I'll be honest with you. Some changes coming up, and anyway, so anyway, here, let's see. Get this camera here adjusted just a little bit. Okay, there we go. So anyway, want to do a couple of quick shout outs right quick to one of my favorite YouTubers, Boogie. He's fixing to undergo some surgery, and I wish him luck on that. I hope he comes through it without any issues, and I hope that this gives him a leg up on what it is that he's wanting to do. I really do. So with that being said, I was kind of hoping we'd get a few people in here. So far, we don't have anybody, which is about normal for me. Usually my videos don't have live streamer watching. They usually come in a little bit later on and watch the videos after the fact, and that's okay too, I guess. You know, it is what it is. So anyway, So let's crack open this box here. This is the first time I've done one of these. I've done booster box, bundles in the past, a few packs here and there, whatever. But I decided I was going to bite the old bullet, as they say. And anyway, went ahead and just bought a complete box, and we'll see how the old Riverter does here. So, as you can see, this is an our Devastation. It is a full booster box, and set this kind of over here, and we will grab out the packs here. I'm going to do my best to kind of keep them in order here. All right. So let's get started. What do you say, huh? Well, come on now. Open up. As normal, I'm not going to waste your time with the commons. Go right into the uncommons. We got a Steward of Solidarity. Come on now, focus. There we go. I exert it, and then create a 1/1 white creature token with vigilance. Then we have imaginary threats. It's an instant. It says creature target opponent controls attacks this turn if able. During that player's next untap step, creatures he or she controls does not untap. Desert's Hold. It's an enchantment. Enters the battlefield. Control deserts or desert card in graveyard. You gain 3 life. Enchanted creature can't attack or block, and its activated abilities cannot be activated. So a little white control here. A little white control. There. Okay. I have a Wildfire Eternal 4-drop. Afflict 4. Whenever Wildfire attacks and is blocked, you may cast an instant or sorcery card from your hand without paying its mana cost. So there you go. Life goes on 1-drop. You gain 4 life if creature died, and it is a foil. And then I got an island and a token. So anyway, I'm probably going to speed this up. We have a lot of packs to get through. I don't want this to be just a long, drawn out video. So I may not show you every card. Probably just try to show you the ones that Razkith, right, sorcery. Search your library for a card, put that card in your hand, then shuffle your library. It's a 5-drop, 2 black, Dunes of the Dead. Whenever the Dunes of the Dead and put in the graveyard from the battlefield, you create a 2/2 black zombie. Banewhip Punisher. Bantu's Last Reckoning. Plains, and a Resilient Kahara. Token, rather, I guess I should say. And a Plains. So, anyway. Heshep Oasis. It's a colorless mana. You can pay 1 life, add to your green to your mana pool. 2 greens and a colorless. Sacrifice desert. Target creature goes +3 to the end of turn. Activate this ability anytime you would a sorcery. Another Resk Hath's right. A Braid. It's a 2-drop. Deals 3 damage to target creature. Destroy target artifact. Choose one. Another Pride Sovereign. I pulled one of these the other day. A mountain and anyway. Pride Sovereign. This makes 2 of these I've got. I may look at trying to build a little green-white token stack. This maybe wouldn't be such a bad little card to have. It gets a 1/1 for each cat. You can exert this, and it will create 2 1/1 white, which makes it a 4/4. So, not a bad little card at all. So, I may have to look at building a little green-white deck around, because that makes 2 of those that I pulled. And there are some other white cards that would go well with that. There's some cat cards that go with it. There's also some green cards that are cats that would. So I may look at building something like that, and if I do, I'll share with you what I do. So anyway, Gideon's Defeat, Vile Manifestation, another Unraveling Mummy. I pulled a couple of these, and I put both of them in my. I got a black-white zombie deck, and I was running, and I still am, Wandering Servant. Now, the problem that I had with the Wandering Servant, quite honestly, is it's a 2-drop 2/2. Well, it's real easy to be dealt with. A Shock, take care of it. Fatal Push will take care of it. Things of that nature, just too easy to deal with. This one here, a little bit harder. It's a 3-drop 2/3, and you pay 1 white, 1 colorless. You can get life gain. Play 1 black, 1 colorless, and I get a death touch. So definitely will probably add that in and pull some more out of. I got a Dream Stealer here. It's a 3-drop black human wizard. Menace. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards that many cards. It's a 1/2. Then I got a Full Reason and Believe. Reason is Scry 3, 1-drop Scry 3, not bad. The Aftermath, look at the top card of your library. You may put it on the battlefield if it's a creature card. If you don't, put it into your hand. So, Forest and a zombie token. So, anyway, was glad to pull that little Unraveling Mummy. Definitely will be an addition to my zombie deck. So, let's see what we got in this pack here. Well, looks like we got us someone watching. He says, "Woohoo! Getting wild and pull a bolus." Well, I hope I pull a Nicobolus. That would be awesome. Don't know if I will or not, but hey, we'll see. Nisa's Defeat. I got Claim to Fame. It's a 1-drop sorcery. Return target creature card with converted mana 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And then from the Aftermath, it's a 2-drop red. Target creature gets 2/0 and gains haste to the end of turn. Devotee of Strength, Hollow One, Swamp, and a proven combatant token. So. Let's see here. If I do pull a bolus, I'll try not to get too giddy like a little squirrel girl. Honestly, I'm not for sure if I'm really all that excited. I think there's other things I would rather pull. I would really like to pull one of the Scarab Gods or 2. But anyway, Here we go. Fervent Paincaster, 3-drop. Unconventional Tactics, 3-drop. Target creature gets 3/3 and gains flying to the end of a turn. Says whenever the zombie enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1. If you do, return the conventional tactics from your graveyard to your hand. So, not a bad little thing to have for my black-white zombies. Maybe something I have to look at too, and maybe get. So, Eternal of Eternal Harsh Truths. It's a zombie cleric. It has a flick of 2. And this is whenever it, okay, and it's just a 1/3, okay. Angel of Condemnation, Flying Vigilance. I can pay 1 white, 2 colorless. Exile another target creature. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. I can play 1 white, 2 colorless. Exert Angel of Condemnation. Exile another target creature until Angel of the Condemnation leaves the battlefield. So, as long as this thing's out there, you could keep, as long as you can exile target creature. So, nice little control there. Nice little control for in the Angel there. And the Plains and another one of those little old, on these little punch down things, maybe in the comments stuff below, are you guys using these things in your own play? Did you actually, have the same thing or similar to it in I'm a Cat, where you didn't have the Exerter, but instead of Eternal, they were what do they call it, where they brought them back mummified or whatever it was, embalmed. And then, of course, you had your brick counters and your -1/-1 counters. Are you guys actually using these? I'm wondering just how many people actually use these things in their Magic play. Just kind of curious. So let's see here. So these packs are some of the toughest ones. Okay, here we go. I got a Merciless Eternal. It's a zombie cleric. Afflict 2. Can pay 1 black, 2 colorless. Discard a card. Merciless Eternal gains 2/2 at the end of turn. Another Fervent Paincaster. Liliana's Defeat. A Ramanap, I guess, Excavator. A Mountain, and a Insect Token. So, an Insect Token. I wish I knew somebody that had a Locust God that might be interested in needing some Insect Tokens. Oh, I know someone. MtnMan. MtnMan has a Locust God. He pulled Locust God at the Hour of Devastation pre-release. He pulled one. My youngest son pulled a Scarab God, and they both kind of wrecked face. So, me on the other hand, I really didn't pull anything too good. So, all right. So we got a Bloodwater Entity, Obelisk Spider, a Shefet Dunes, Chaos Maw. It's a creature, Hellion 6/6. It's a 7-drop, red, 2 red, 5 colorless. When the Chaos Maw enters the battlefield, deals 3 damage to another creature. So, kind of like it's kind of like a cheap version of the what is that dragon? It came out in Amonkhet, Glorybringer, yeah. Kind of a cheap version or more expensive version of the Glorybringer, and it only does 3 damage, and it doesn't do it, So anyway, so Sunscourge Champion. It's a 3-drop creature, human wizard, white. Enters the battlefield to gain life equal to its power. You can eternalize it. The riddle form, another Ramunap Hydra, forest, and a zombie token. Kind of a pack, but hey, they can all be winners, right? So, user Zeb says he likes the Scarab God. Well, I think I would like him too. Dev over at MTG, what is this channel? MTG, why can't I remember the name of that right off the top of my head? Anyway, he had a real interesting little deck built around the Scarab God and Liliana Death's Majesty. So, anyway, Impudent Rivulet, colorless, pay a life, add 1 to your mana. Doomfall. Nice little card. Ram Up Ruins. Imminent Doom. I'm already got 2 or 3 of those I'm running. So, anyway. I seen the news today, unfortunately, that at a Magic event, a gentleman got upset with another guy. I believe it was two guys. But anyway, one got upset with the other one and wound up stabbing the guy like 7 times. I don't understand that. I don't understand. It's a card game, guys, girls. You're supposed to have fun. You're not supposed to let it get to the point where you're ready to do bodily harm to somebody. That's just ridiculous. So anyway, here we go. Hope Tender, another Heshep Oasis, Dune Diviner. Tap an untapped desert you control, you gain 1 life. Then I got Leave and Chance, returning number of target permanents you own to your hand. And Aftermath, discarding number of cards and draw that many cards. So, a Moaning Wall. Oh, it's a full. That's kind of neat. It's a 3-drop 0/5. It's just a little wall. It's a zombie wall. And I just think it's kind of neat. I like it, the foils. When I get a foil, I think they're some of them are kind of cute or neat. And this is, anyway. So, and then a Plains and a Dream Stealer token. Goodness gracious, we're coming up on 30 minutes here already. It's ridiculous. Maybe it's because I'm talking too much, not opening enough. Angel of the God Pharaoh, Visitor of the Anointed, Struggle and Survive, Abandoned Sarcophagus, and then a Mountain and a Resilient, because I don't know how you say that, Kanara token. So, all right. So we are a third of the way now, starting into our second pile here. Hope Tender, Ominous Sphinx, Consign. Oblivion. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Eye of Eternity. Exile X creature cards from your graveyard. For each card exile that way, create a token that's a copy of that card, except that it's a 4/4 black zombie. Very, very interesting card. The Eye of Eternity. Swamp and a cat token. The Eye of Eternity, late game would be okay, I guess, you know, but I don't know, the mana cost on that thing is fairly high, so of course I know there's ways to ramp into things, but anyway. Another unconventional tactic, Jace's Defeat, Tenacious Hunter. Reason to Believe, Island, and a punch out card. Sifter Worm, Crypt of the Eternals. Another Tenacious Hunter, another Imminent Doom, a Forest, and a Dream Stealer. So recently, I guess for lack of a better word would say hosted an event. Used a local, one of the local businesses around here has a room that you can use, and so I reserved it and advertised through different social media platforms, and we've got some people to come out, and got to meet some new people, play Magic with them, real nice people, and hopefully if you're seeing this video, follow me on Twitter. All the links are in the information below. I plan on trying to do it again here in the near future. So anyway, got a Manticore Eternal, Vile. Well, that's kind of cool. A Vile Manifestation. I haven't seen these before. It's a 2-drop. Vile Manifestation gets +1/+0 for each card recycling in your graveyard. It's a 0/4 2-drop. Get that light off there. Come on. Come on now, focus. I don't believe I've ever seen one of these before. I've never pulled one. I guess like maybe a blue-black cycling deck or something. I'm not for sure. Come on, focus. There we go. Anyway, interesting looking card. Inferno Jet's a 6-drop, does 6 damage to target opponent. Does have cycling for 2. It's 1 and 5 colorless. Now here's a card that I'm fairly certain my brother MtnMan will try to hit me up for. I know he's currently running 1. I don't know if he has more than this or not. You have the Eternal. It is a 5-drop, 2 red, 3 colorless. Has a flick of 3. Beginning your post-combat phase, add 1 red mana to your mana pool for each, and each 1 life for your opponent has lost this turn. So, anyway, not a bad little card. I know like I said, my brother is running building a Minotaur deck, so I'm sure he's gonna hit me up for that one. Looks like we've got 2 people watching now. Welcome in. Hope you're enjoying the... well, that's interesting. That was loaded backwards. Okay. Pack was loaded back. Hopefully that's a good sign. You ain't running nothing, Zeb. Shut up. Zeb's my nephew. Yeah, must share. Look at it. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, okay. Farm and market. Here's something that's kind of new. I haven't seen this for Magma Roth. It's a 4-drop. 5/5. It says at the beginning of your upkeep, put a -1/- counter on Magma Roth. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, remove a -1/- counter from Magma Roth. So it's a 4-drop 5/5, but you have to put at your upkeep, put a -1/- counter unless until you play a non-creature spell, and then come on now, focus. And then it will remove the -1/- counter. So anyway, not a bad little card. In for Badlands, colorless mana, pay 1 life, get a black mana, 2 black and 2 colorless. Sacrifice the desert, put 2 -1/- counters on a target creature. Opponent controls, activate this ability. In the Sands, pay 2, exile target creature you control, and then I can pay 4 and sacrifice this, and returns all the cards to my. And then another infer Deadlands, but this one is a full. So anyway, really nothing in that one that would be too overly beneficial to me, but anyway, well, come on now, get in there. So let's see where we go here. Sound. MtnMan saying the sound is a little loud. Okay. Well, I made some tweaks to my sounds a little bit. So, is that better? MtnMan, is that, or is it still too loud? Okay, got a Supreme Will, 3-drop. There's Appeal and Authority. Don't think I've ever had this one before. Appeal. Until end of turn, target creature gains trample and gets XX, where X is the number of creatures you control. Authority. As Aftermath. Tap up to 2 target creatures your opponents control. Creatures you control gain Vigilance till end of turn. So, another Ominous Sphinx. Refuse to cooperate. Refuse deals damage to target spells controller equal to that spell's converted mana cost. So in this case, it's a 4 damage. Cooperate is instant. It's Aftermath. Copy target instant or sorcerer spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Then I've got a full Countervailing Winds. Seem to be pulling quite a few foils, so anyway, it was distorted. Okay, is it better now though, MtnMan? Is it coming through a little bit better now? No, we haven't got those. There we go. All right, Accursed Horde. another Inferno Jet, another Sun Scourge, Champion, God Pharaoh's Gift. This is an interesting little card. My son runs these. And of course, there was another one. I think it's called Gate to the Pharaoh's God Gift. Anyway, you play that one. It's a little bit lower drop. I think it's like a 4 drop. And once you have 6 creatures in your graveyard, you can pay like 2 mana or something like that. Maybe it's 4. I'm not for sure. Anyway, you pay that and sacrifice it, and you can go find this card, be it in your graveyard, be it in your hand or in your library, and you can play it. The Gabs Pharaoh Gift is an artifact. It's 7 drop. It says at the beginning of combat on your turn, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, you create a token that's a copy of that card, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. It gains haste till end of turn. So every time your combat, you get to go into your graveyard, pull a card out, a creature card, put it on the battlefield. It becomes a 4/4 zombie. It retains all of its attributes, and it has haste. This is a nice little card. It's a 7 drop. And like I say, there's the lower ones. I can't remember what the name are off the top of my head, that you can play ahead of time, and allows you to go and actually get that out a little bit easier. You don't have to wait for the full 7 mana. So, but like I said, I know my son's running that. So, all right, we have a Crook of Condemnation. Play 1 colorless, tap, exile target card from a graveyard. Pay 1, exile Crook of Condemnation, exile all cards from all graveyards. So this is a nice little control card for people who run those, like I just showed, the Gate of the Afterlife. It prevents them from bringing their creatures back. But this is also good against people who are running a deck that has like the Scarab God in it, because not only can you exile like from your or somebody, anyway, it just exiles all creatures from a graveyard, and so anyway, good little control card right there. Overcome, another Infire. Ooh, Daddy is happy. Daddy just got happy, guys. Are you guys ready for this? You ready? You ready? Boom. That's right. Right there. The Scarab God. This was the one card I was really hoping I would pull, because I really want to build a deck around this card. I really think that it would be a fun card to play. I pulled it. I'm happy. I will be building a deck around this in the next few days. So Daddy is happy, happy, happy. Yeah, that's right, MtnMan. Daddy. I'm your daddy, and I'm happy. Happy, happy, happy. I've been watching a little bit of the some YouTube videos, different creators out there in the Magic universe, and then I've been also reading some blogs and stuff online, and it seems like to me Mono red is kind of making a comeback. You're seeing some action in the Grand Prix. I think it's going to be something to watch. So, me and MtnMan have been talking that, none of the builds that we've seen so far are people are running cards like Glorybringer, and that just kind of is amazing to us. But they're there playing in the Grand Prix, and we're not, so maybe they know something we don't, evidently. So anyway, I got a Heshep Oasis, Imaginary Threat, Desert's Hold, a Resilient Kaherna, Plains, and a Punch-Out card. Boy, you can just never have too many of those Punch-Out cards, can you? So, anyway, let's see here. Come on now, open up. Chandra's Defeat, another unconventional tactics. Burning Fist Minotaur, has first strike. One red colors, discard a card. Burning Fist Monitor gets 2/0 to the end of turn. And so 2-drop, 2/1. Not a bad. You can pump it. An Overwhelming Splendor. This is a enchantment aura curse. Enchant player creatures enchanted player controls lose all abilities and have base power and toughness of 1/1. Enchanted player cannot activate abilities that aren't mana abilities or loyalty abilities. Wow. It's an 8-drop though. It is an 8-drop. 2 white and 6 colorless. But oh my garden seed. Lose all abilities and have a base power of 1/1. If your game goes long enough, or if you could find some way to mana ramp that, oh my goodness, what you could do with that would be unbelievable. Man, oh man, oh man. Tell you what, I'm pulling a lot of Minotaurs here, MtnMan. A lot of Minotaur common cards. You'll have to come check it out. Quarry Beetle, 5-drop, 4/5. And enters the battlefield. You may return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So, not a bad deal. Dunes of the Dead. Tenacious Hunter, Champion of Wits. It's a 3-drop, 2/1. Enters the battlefield. You may draw cards equal to its power. If you do, discard 2 cards. So, it's a way to get cards, get it your a little bit. You draw 2, discard 2. So, and this will be the last pack of the second row. So this will make us 2/3 through the box. Okay. River Hope. It's 2-drop, 1/3. Flying. Play a total of 5 mana. It's 1 blue, 1 green, and 3. You gain 2 life and you draw a card. So, Vizier of the Anointed, another Unraveling Mummy. Well, look at here, guys. Scorpion God. Whenever a creature with a -1/-1 counter on it dies, draw a card. Now, and it gives you a way to put a -1/-1 counter on another target creature. It's a 6/5. I really don't know how well the -1/-1. I just don't know how well this god would work. But anyway, I'm still glad I drew it. So, drew it. Glad I drawed it, I guess would be the way to put it. So, anyway. MtnMan saying he built a mono red. Well, I hope it wasn't the one that mono red you was running last night, because what I understood, you got a little salty last night, their little brother. They were saying something about you went 0-2. A Bloodwater entity. That makes 2 of them in this box I pulled. Eternal of Harsh Truths. Consigned to Oblivion. Torment of Hailfire. 2 blacks and X. Repeat the following process X times. Each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacrifices an on-land permanent or discards a card. Not a bad little card. And another insect token. And a full art mountain. So now we get into the last stack. So that middle pack was pretty good. Pretty good. I pulled 2 gods out of it. So okay. I got a Chandra's Defeat, a Gideon's Defeat, a Sand Strangler, a Majestic Matriarch. I've never seen one of these before. It is a creature. It's a Chimera. Or Chimera. Majestic Matrix power and toughness are equal to twice the number of creatures you control. At the beginning of each combat, if you control a creature with flying, Majestic Matriarch gains flying in a turn. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance. That right there, I'm thinking, is a little bit OP. It's a 5-drop, but you'd want to hold that. This would be one of those ones you'd want to hold till you had a few cards out there. And that's a Majestic Matriarch. Then I got a full Art Planes and a cat token. And then I got a foil Lethal Sting. It's a common 3-drop. You get to destroy a target creature. You have to put a -1/-1 counter on a creature you control, but it's still not a bad little removal for black. Okay. Got a Chandra's Defeat, Shefet Dunes, Bane Whip Punisher. Okay, Mage Mirror. This is an interesting card. It's an artifact. It's a 3-drop. Pay 2. Mage Mirror becomes a copy of target artifact, creature, or an enchantment or land till the end of turn. Come on, focus. There we go. I went up against something like this in the pre-release. Guy had some of these, or one of these, I believe it was, and he used it to copy. He was running a cat deck, I guess you would call it, and anyway, he used it to copy the matriarch cat or whatever it was, and one that creates the 2 copies, one I pulled earlier. Anyway, and so every time he was still creating 2 cats, he was creating 4 cats, which doubled its, anyway. So you get the idea. But anyway, not a bad little card. I see where it could be useful in some builds. It's not a high cost drop, so I have a Sinius Striker, another River Hope, Ramap Ruins, and Amit Eternal. It's a zombie crocodile demon. Has a flick 3, and which says whenever an opponent casts a spell, put a -1/-1 on Amit Eternal. Whenever Amit deals combat damage to a player, remove all -1/-1 counters. So it's a 3-drop 5/5. Not a bad. It has a flick 3, so not a bad card at all. Not a bad card at all. Okay. Sunset Pyramid. It's artifact. Sunset Pyramid enters the battlefield with 3 brick counters on it. You pay 2, tap, remove a brick counter from Sunset Pyramid, draw a card. Or pay 2 and tap, and you get to scry. Not a bad little card. Kind of interesting, I think. Doomfall, Ram Up Ruins, Driven Despair, full land art, and a horse token. Alright, so we got a Crypt of the Eternals, gain a life, colorless, pay 1 and tap, and I can add a blue, black, or red to the mana. Kefenet's Last Words, 4-drop, gain control target artifact, creature, or enchantment. Lands you control do not untap until your next untap spell. Angel of the God Pharaoh, flying, 4/4 for 6. Looks a little bit high to me. A Braid, Saving Grace is a 2-drop flash. Enchant creature control with Saving Grace in the battlefield. All damage it would be dealt this turn to you and permanent you control is dealt to enchanted creature instead. And enchanted creature gets a +3 on the butt. Our Promise, it's a sorcery, 5-drop. Search your library for up to 2 lands, cards, put them on the battlefield tapped, and shuffle your library. Then, if you control 3 or more deserts, create 2 black zombie creature tokens. Another one put in here backwards. So, Tenacious Defeat, another Sunset Pyramid, Torment of the Scabs. This one's kind of is kind of an ugly little enchantment. It's a curse. It says enchant player. It says at the beginning of the enchanted player's upkeep, that player loses 3 life unless he or she sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card. So anyway, kind of an ugly little curse. Got a Dejuru eyes with eyes open. It's a 5-drop, 4/3. Has vigilance and says when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for Planeswalker card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. It said if a source will deal damage to a Planeswalker you control, prevent 1 of that damage. So kind of a dual ability there. Lets you find a Planeswalker, put it in your hand, and then it will allow you to prevent 1 damage to that Planeswalker. And sometimes 1 damage is all you need to save a Planeswalker to fight another round. So anyway, my brother just pointed out a Braid is a card, and it is, and it's one of those dual cards, and sometimes you may want to have a dual card just for its 1 ability, and play it, and then don't ever worry about its aftermath ability. It's just its first ability is good enough. Got a Resolute Survivors. It's a red-white. It says you may exert it as it attacks. If it does, if you do exert it, deals 1 damage to each opponent, and you gain 1 life. Quarry Beetle, another Obelisk Spider, Hostile Desert. Says here you can pay 2 and exile land card from your graveyard. Hostile Desert becomes a 3/4 elemental creature until the end of the turn, and it's still a land. Oh boy. I got a foil mountain. Been cool if it had been a full art foil, but anyway, then I got a full art swamp. So anyway, so we're down to 3 packs here. Maybe one of these will have a Planeswalker in it. Hope so. We'll see. But I'm not going to complain. I pulled a couple of gods. One of the gods I was really wanting, I got out of there. So I am happy about that. Pulled another Resolute Survivors. Banewhip Punisher. Burning Fist Minotaur. Has first strike. And you can discard. Pay 2, 1 red, 1 colorless, discard, and it gets +2 to the end of turn. Scavenger Grounds. Colorless mana. Pay 2, sacrifice it. Exile cards from all graveyards. A full art island. And a token. Oh, so 2 packs. Okay. Hopefully one of these will have a nice little planeswalker in it. We'll see. Okay. Another Rezeketh's Right. Dagger of the Worthy. Torment of the Scarabs. Swarm of Intelligence. Now this is something new. It's an enchantment. I've never seen this before. It says whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Not a bad little deal. The only thing is it is a 7-drop. It is a 7-drop, which means it's a little bit harder to get out. So too bad it's not a little bit lower, but it says whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you get to copy it and you can direct that towards a new target. So not a bad little card, but I don't know, 7-drop seems kind of high. So anyway, a full art planes and a warrior token. All right, so last pack. This is it. Come on. Give me a good one here. Give me a good one here. Senior Striker, Farm and Market, Devotee of Strength, another Wildfire Eternal, Desert's Hold, Foil Desert Hold. Come on, camera, pick that up. I think that foil's kind of messing with. There we go. That's pretty. And then a full art forest and another punch out card. So anyway, that wraps it up. That was the last pack. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, share social media. All links are down and below. I hope you guys are having a good day. Remember to play Magic. Have fun, make memories, and God bless, and have a good day.